Tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Going to go to the air right away.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Amari Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Huntley to throw. Completes it to Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Huntley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their second drive here, the ballgame Charge. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Herbert operating from the red zone, rolling to his left. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Herbert. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Xander Horvath taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
It's a pickup of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
To throw, Huntley. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here we go.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
To throw on 3rd down, Huntley. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, But if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So third and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To the air again, Herbert. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First down, Chargers.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
Running on first down, Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Huntley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Like somebody thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Huntley. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing on 1st down, Huntley. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Huntley. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd down, Huntley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Rosa's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll work this down inside the 30. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Herbert off of play action. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And the Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After 60, after 60. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Huntley. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. It's taken to the 26. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. And he just did get those feet in there.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett, 34 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Down the numbers. There he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Rosas good with the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking for Allen. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on a sack.
And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Rosas' kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the gun, he'll hand this off, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here we go, here we go.
A 1st down carry for Henry, and he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Huntley. Firing quickly. quickly, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and it's third down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Huntley to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Rosa's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen darted 26 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Huntley. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Huntley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Eckler, they run left side, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert caught left side. Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Herbert on first down now. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, touchdown! Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially. So he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Nifty move. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Titans on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Inside handoff, Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
That's another Titans 1st down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Third down, it's Willis.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Willis on third and goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Third and long, it's Herbert. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to it and knock it free and make it a turnover.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
They run up the gut with Kelly. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.